Welcome to PS with Phoebe and Stephanie.
The grown up side of the culture. I'm Phoebe.
And I'm Stephanie, and we have a great show for you today.
We have.
Yeah. Now, the big talk today is Halloween costumes. Yesterday was Halloween.
Yes.
And so Halloween costumes were great. What was one of your favorites?
Well, at first I didn't want to admit it, but I thought about the originality of it. So I'm going to say Monica.
Right.
Monica was left-eyed when she went to jail.
And I was confused by that. I was like, what is that? And why is her, I didn't quite understand what was going on until you explained it to me that's
Right.
actually what she was. And I remember that time when, Left Eye went to jail. So that was a good costume. She put a little thought into that.
Okay.
That was good. My favorite was Diddy. I think he must have went around all day with that Joker costume on. He was surprising people, and he did all kinds of stuff. And then at the end, I think he made like a short video for his DeLeon liquor. And so I think Diddy had like the most fun out of anybody on Halloween yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my next one was Danny Lee and her baby. They dressed up as I think it's Boo and the Blue Monster that's on Monsters Inc.
I saw that.
That was too cute.
That was too cute.
Yeah.
I love that. That was okay.
Yeah.
So did you dress up?
I did not. I'm scary. So for years, I have never gone anywhere on Halloween. I stay home on Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Did you have candy for the kids?
I do not. I did not. No. And I didn't want my granddaughter going anywhere to get any strange candy.
So
they did trunk or treat at school.
Okay.
Yeah, they did trunk or treat at school, and I was cool with that. But yeah, I didn't want her knocking on different doors. We're still kind of new to Atlanta. I don't know too many people, so we weren't gonna go knocking on people's doors, and I don't know you like that.
Okay, so back home in Houston, you knew everybody's door. You were knocking on then, but you knew the neighborhood.
I'm a community get out and see who you are, what you're doing person.
People, okay,
yes, but
that's smart.
In certain neighborhoods,
you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but in certain neighborhoods, like where I lived right before I moved from Texas, the people would put the candy out far away. They had the long driveways,
right?
So they would put the candy on a bowl way away from their door. So I was like,
to keep you away,
candy, because it's not just coming from somebody that opened the door that could just snatch us. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the last time we actually went trick or treating.
One of the most important things that we need to make sure we stress, convey, get out the vote. We want to make sure that if you're not registered to vote, please do so. And even though you're registered and not certain of your status, you've moved, you can go to vote.gov, G-O-V, and check your registration status. You can change your address. They have a compilation of different things that you may be able to go and check on, but this is a big election. There are so many different bills and laws that have been passed, and the only way is to voice our concern and our needs is by voting. How do you feel about it?
That's true. So one thing I do is I try to make sure I catch the debates so I can hear from the mouth of the person that's running what they're about, what they stand for, what they can offer, because it makes a difference. Because sometimes they'll say one thing about one thing you may be interested in, the next thing you may not be interested in, or you may feel a different way about one subject you like, one subject you don't like. So it's always good to get an opinion of both parties by watching the debate. So that is something that I always try to do. I got my voter's registration card in the mail recently, so I was excited about that. This will be my first time voting in Georgia, so
I know a lot
excited.
A lot of people, they're deterred by the mudslinging, the commercials that bring about all different types of personal things, or mistakes that a candidate may have made, and it's hard to find somebody who doesn't have any dirt under their fingernails. There was only one Barack. So it's hard to find somebody else like that. And even with him, they try to find some form of dirt or,
Right.
something on him. But
And so we have to remember that it's not a popularity
it's
contest.
not a popularity
It's not
contest.
who you like, who you want to come
Right.
over for dinner, who you want to go to their house for dinner.
It's
It's
who's
really
gonna
about
work for you.
exactly. So when they do the mudslinging, it's like, oh my goodness. Now I can say there are some commercials that are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to hear it anymore. But when they get to the facts of what they can provide to help our future, especially inflation is around and
Right.
people don't have jobs. Some people don't want to work. Some people do want to work and can't find jobs.
Right.
So there's a lot going on in our community and our society
Mhm.
that really tells us we need to go out and vote.
We need to go out and vote. We need to stress that. We need to make sure everybody understands the importance of voting. We've come a long way. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not been too long, with we're still really getting all of our rights, and the rights we have, they're taking them back away. We just had some downfalls recently, but I digress. We're gonna go on from that. We're gonna move on, but please, everyone,
Yes.
go vote.
Please go vote.
Yes. Now I'm not gonna tell you who to vote for, but you know who to vote for.
Right.
You know what to
do your research. Everyone's an individual. Yeah. Do your own research. Don't depend on any hearsay. Correct. Again, it's not a popularity contest. Go and look at the facts and research, and then you can make an informed decision. You want to vote under an informed decision.
Right. So, that's correct. Yes.
Now, on the music side of things, Division, which I just found out that's how you pronounce his name, because I was saying DVSN.
So
I really did say DVSN. It's called Division.
This girl called me talking about I want you to check this guy out. DVSN.
Yes.
And his name is what?
Division.
But
let me tell you how I found out, though.
Apologize to Division.
I am Division. I am so sorry. I really do apologize because I tore your name up. Let me tell you who told me what it was. Alexa.
Oh, wait a minute.
Alexa, I said, Alexa,
wait a minute.
Can you play DVS?
Run that band.
She says, yes. These are selections from Division. I said,
did you make sure that? Did you spot check? Fact check Alexa? Because I'll tell you something.
I don't fact check Alexa.
Alexa is slick.
Yes. She has an attitude.
Yeah, she's slick, and she may be trying to,
Yeah, so she corrected me, and she played the right song. So I says, oh, it's Division. I got it.
I promise you, it hasn't been a week ago. I asked Alexa to play Isley Brothers. Was it the Isley Brothers? Anyway, oh no, I take it back. This particular time, I asked Alexa to play "Listen" by Marvin Sapp.
Mm-hmm.
Alexa said, let me get that for you. I waited a moment, and the next thing I know, she said, I'm not going to be able to play that right now. I'm like,
Oh, my goodness.
You're going to play this, honey? So I said, Alexa, play "Listen" by Marvin Sapp. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be able to play that right now. That's how she said it. That's how I know.
Wow.
I stopped dealing with Alexa because Alexa is a real person inside playing games.
I think she is.
Man, that's Bluetooth. Somebody's sitting there playing games.
Yes, she does a little much, but that's who corrected me on Division. So now I know. But I first heard about Division. You heard that song, If I Get Caught Cheating? That doesn't mean that I don't love you. Which I thought was a horrible song.
It's a gaslighting song.
That's horrible. That's a horrible thing to say. So that was the first song that I heard Division on. But then he has a great song called "What's Up With You" by my favorite group, which is Jagged Edge.
Okay.
And so I listened to that and I said, oh, wait a minute. He's a pretty good artist. I really like him. So when his album came out this weekend, I listened to a few more tracks and I just adore it. Okay. I could put that on my list with Jagged Edge, Carl Thomas, what's his name? Dave Hollister. Because, those are in rotation. Donnell Jones, Joe.
What about Jamie Foxx?
Yes, I love to hear Jamie Foxx sing.
Let me tell you something. If I have somewhere to go and I time it, this is how I time where I'm going to go. I pick a good EP to listen to. And unpredictable every time. Jamie, when I first found out that he could like sing in different tones and what keys, what do you call it? I'm not a musician.
Different
Was
keys.
that
different
album.
octaves? Yeah.
Because I thought it was 2 or 3 different people singing. I had one too many drinks. Is that the name of the song?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's called Drinks. Yeah, something like that.
Too many drinks.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bunch of people. That's Jamie.
Right.
That is awesome. Yeah, but you guys check the vision out.
Yeah.
Stephanie wants you to really, really.
Yes, I really, really like that album. And then yesterday was the 22nd anniversary of Stankonia.
Stankonia
by Outkast.
What's your favorite Stankonia tune?
It has to be Miss Jackson.
You know that's mine.
Yeah, it has to be Miss Jackson.
I am for real.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I was, younger then, and I was single mother, had kids, and I could, hear someone say that to my mother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make her cry.
You know what? The things that what make me like a song may not be the lyrics so much as the wordplay, how they put it together. Like the part of the song when it says, "Look at the way he treats me, shit, look at the way you treat me." I like that.
Yeah.
He's, playing both characters. I love that.
Right.
That's what made me like that song.
Yeah. So that was one of my favorites. And so, I mean, congratulations to them for still being around for so long.
Congratulations.
Making music, making movies, because Idlewild is my favorite movie.
Is it?
Yes.
But that is a really, really, really good movie.
I love Idlewild. I could watch that probably every day.
And they have a bunch of what are those hip operettas? How do you say that? Hip operas.
Hip operas.
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, Idlewild, that's the top tier.
Yeah, that was really awesome.
Andre 3 Stacks did a awesome job. Oh my gosh, she did really, really well. Even Big Boy, I mean, I can't say one did better than the other really, because Big Boy played his part. Yeah. Like it was believable that he was a cheating husband. then tried to clean up his ass.
And then tried to get it together at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's when that introduced really Paula Patton.
It did.
Yes.
Right.
I didn't know she was that talented.
Yeah.
She
really stood out in that.
What's the song they had to sing over and over and over again?
I can't think of the name of the song.
Oh my.
I can hear the tune in my head, but I can't think of the name of the song.
Yeah, I play it over and over again, but I mean that's all right. But yeah, you Stankonia.
Yeah. So now
they have the actual studio Stankonia have new music Mondays.
Really?
Every Monday.
I didn't know that. We're going to check that out.
Yeah.
Check it out, and then we can talk about it and tell people where it is.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay.
So now for our spicy topic. Mm-hmm. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So our spicy topic was I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast earlier this week, which is one of my favorite podcasts. So one of the questions that they talked about was there was a young man, and this young man had a significant other, a girlfriend, that he wanted to take out on a date. Mm-hmm. Well, it was his weekend to take care of the kids.
Okay.
So he had already promised, I think there was a special event on a special day that they couldn't miss. Mm-hmm. He had already promised that he would take care of the kids, but the date was on the same day. So what he did was he called the mother of the children, mm-hmm. and he decided to pay her whatever she would make at work for her to miss work and take care of the kids. Mm-hmm. So the girlfriend was upset that he paid the mother of the children. Mm-hmm. So that was a big topic because I think that the girlfriend felt like he was paying her and he was showing her favor. Right. But how do you feel about that? I know how I feel. Okay, I'm always partial to things.
I try to be open-minded, mm-hmm. and I try to be clear across the board. So, co-parenting, that's a job within itself. Mm-hmm. but it takes compromise, understanding, and for the most part, communication.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, it was his weekend, correct?
Mhm.
And they already had this plan. Now, if she had something saying, you know what, this is my time, I have this day, I
Mhm.
could probably be making more money, or I could possibly do, take this day to do whatever. But they probably had this thing mapped out, ironed out, have an ironclad routine where they have no issues and no problems.
Mhm.
I think it sheds light on how much he likes the young lady by him saying, you know what, instead of canceling on you, I'm going to make some other arrangements.
Right.
It shows me that he's really responsible. And it's not that he's paying her to take care of her own kids, but they're not together.
Mhm.
With that being said, they're both entitled to have, grown up time, or, you know, self care time.
Mhm.
And if she had something already planned, regardless if she was going to sit at home and do a whole bunch of nothing
Mhm.
or work, if he said, you know what, I like this girl so much, I'm going to keep my promise to her,
Mhm.
take her out. But I don't want to cause any ruffle any feathers. I'm not going to
Right.
get anybody else to keep. Hey, let me go ahead and pay you to keep the kids today. And she could have been nasty and said no,
Mhm.
and then could have left him stuck in a hard place. But um, she said, okay, they worked it out if that's what they want to do, because the tables can turn and it could be him
Mhm.
asking, well, her asking him to
Mhm.
do the exact same thing. But if the girlfriend has a problem with it, she's gonna be a problem anyway.
Right. Right.
Because this is a new and a fresh relationship.
Mhm.
You want to be open and understanding and try to see, like, is this gonna be a good fit for me?
Mhm.
It doesn't sound like they're gonna be a good fit anyway. They may like each other, but the timing might not be right.
Right. Because longevity, you're gonna have your kids forever.
Right.
So you have to be responsible,
Mhm.
and being a good co-parent is outstanding. I mean,
Right.
it really makes things work. If you co-parent well, you communicate.
Mhm.
I know, like at my daughter's graduations, I was in my relationship, but their fathers were there with their spouses, and we
Mhm.
have the after party and everything. We could get along as a
Everybody gets along.
community.
Right.
As
It's
a
a
community,
blended family.
right? And it was a
Mhm.
community to raise a child,
Mhm.
and also it helped that child to see you don't have to be ugly, you don't have to be nasty, you don't have to be disrespectful
Exactly. This is
to
our
other people.
village, and we can
Yeah,
make our village work.
right.
Right.
So it shed kind of a positive light on things, and
Mhm.
I think more people should communicate that way.
Okay.
Communicate that way, and it was really a nice thing to me for him to say, okay, I'll pay you for your time, not just
Right.
call and say, hey, can you keep the kids, I have somewhere to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Respect me, pay me for my time, and I'm missing work.
It's not.
The
Yeah.
kids still got to eat.
Because no matter how far, no matter which way you look at it, somebody's going to find something negative about it. But let's start doing this. Let's start finding the positives, because it's nothing to be kind. That's the easiest thing on earth to do. But if you got a problem with how the way these people are already rearing their kids, and the connections that communication bond that they have in place, she's going to have problems with all kind of things. It sounds like you know, she's not either. That may be one, that just one particular situation, but they don't give a lot of background as to, does she have children?
Right.
What happens, because she could be in a dysfunctional relationship herself,
Right.
and not realize that this is how we work things out. You may not like it, but the key to it is what works for you,
Right.
or what works for them.
And another thing you said was positivity. You have to be positive in the situation,
Correct.
especially in relationships.
Mhm.
You have to be positive because there's so much going on. If that person doesn't have your back and you don't have their back, why even be in a relationship?
Right.
You can be by yourself.
Correct.
So
today, our musical guest is the one and only Feel Good, the artist. He hails from Las Vegas, Nevada, raised in Georgia. He's been a few places, but he's mostly an ATLian now, and we're so excited to have him on the show today. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Feel Good, the artist.
All right.
Yay! Yes, you're more than welcome.
How are you today?
Welcome, welcome.
Blessed. I feel amazing.
Good.
You look awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So do you. So do both of y'all.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, I'm an artist. My name is Feel Good. I make feel good music. I feel like my purpose in this world is to save the world from itself.
Okay.
Or at least do my part, you know what I'm saying?
I like
Big
that
task.
concept.
Yeah,
And
big
so
task.
I'm just preaching health is wealth, and you know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason. You might as well just live life and smile out here.
You say health is wealth, so are you a vegan?
I'm not a vegan, but I mostly eat vegan stuff. My lady is a vegan,
Okay.
100%. So that's like at least 90% of my diet.
So that helps you.
Yeah, when I was 100% vegan, it did help me a lot. Like I lost like 20 pounds of weight without working out in like
Oh,
a few
nice.
weeks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it was just natural. And then I started working out too, and then it made me feel a lot better. Then when I be eating meat, I can tell the difference. I eat meat again now, but I can still tell the difference in planning to go back vegan eventually.
Okay. I know.
And I know all the
somebody-
good spots too, so it's not that hard.
I try to go vegan often. I've tried it like so many times. It is not an easy thing to do.
Hey,
Yeah,
you just gotta
it's
know
not.
the good
Yeah.
places to eat at.
Oh,
Right
that's what
stuff
I
to eat.
need.
That's all you
They're hard to
need.
cook. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then I tried to research it.
Mhm.
And I researched this mushroom. I forgot lion's mane.
mushroom.
Lion's mane mushroom.
That's
but
very good for your focus.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you could buy a little rock or whatever, and then you spray it, and it grows again. Because of course, mushrooms are fungus.
Yeah.
That kind of freaked me out. Didn't do that, so I applaud you for being a vegan and being part vegan and going on that battle.
So how long have you been in the game?
I've been making music since 2010. I've been musically inclined my whole life, and I've been like
Yes.
taking my career seriously. I would say since like 2018, but I've been
Okay.
making music all this time.
Okay. That's awesome. So what is your favorite song?
That's really hard to say. Right now though, it would have to be the leading track off my project I'm about to drop soon called
Tell us
Wanna
about
Feel
it.
Good.
Tell us about your project.
Oh, well, it's called Wanna Feel Good Volume 1.
Uh-oh.
See that on my shirt.
I see your merch. I see your merch. Always promoted.
Yeah, so that, and it's self-explanatory. It's just a project about feeling good, and you know what I'm saying. I try to just educate people through my own experience,
Mhm.
and so my music is like a diary to myself,
Mhm.
and it works out for everybody else. But this project right here was a little bit more intentional with it actually like being for everyone else as much as myself.
Okay. So is that where the name Feel Good comes from?
Well, yeah, I got this name, just from a crowd that I was around when I used to do drugs and stuff, and that just was how I used to make people feel when they be around me, and it just kind of played off because my name was already Phil,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Okay.
and yeah, it just turned out like that. It just made all the sense. So
Okay.
my life has changed a lot since then, but the vibe ain't changed.
So what genre do you think that your music fits into? Is it
Man,
rock, rap, R&B,
all of that.
neo soul, all of that?
All of that, literally.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't really never know what you're gonna get from me, honestly.
Oh,
I don't never know what I'm gonna get from you. I
Yeah,
just
so
know it's
you
gonna
can be
be
your own
dope.
soundtrack
Yeah,
to your own movie.
definitely. And yours.
Wonderful.
Okay.
You know I need it. So when can we hear your music?
Whenever you're ready. I'm actually I don't have a solid release date on my project, but it's ready to go and it's dropping soon.
And
Just trying to get my marketing and my promotion and everything together. And I plan on dropping it on Bandcamp and on all platforms is behind that.
Okay. So how can everyone follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at I am feel good. That's IAMPHILLGOOD. Matter of fact, Hold on. I got you.
Okay, show us something. You got to stand
the
up.
chairs in the way.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
I am feel good. That's
Okay.
my Instagram.
Okay.
I got a link to all my music and everything on there.
Good deal. Good deal.
That's all right.
But we appreciate you coming to visit us today, and we will surely check your music out. Definitely so.
I hope y'all do.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. Let's see. Another thing within our entertainment segment,
Yes.
Wakanda 2 will be out.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you excited about that?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it. RP chat with Bozeman, but I'm really excited about
I
it.
know.
I want to see like the direction that they went with it.
Right.
Like, since they lost him, like they have to be creative to keep that going.
Right.
Yes.
Change the whole story.
Chadwick, he left a great legacy. He had a great campaign.
He
So,
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's excited about that. Do you think the lead is going to be a male or a female?
I feel like they could go either way with it because there's so many like he had a younger sister in the movies. They could go with her being the lead. They could go with that other guy that he was fighting against in the beginning, that big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Like
That's good. I didn't think of that.
Mbaku or whatever his name was in the movie. I don't know his real
Yeah.
name. Yeah, they could lead with him, but I feel like they're gonna like maybe do a little bit of both. Maybe like
Okay.
I don't know. I like watching artists be artists.
Okay.
And speaking of artists and artists that we've lost, we lost another artist this morning.
Yes.
This morning, there was news of Takeoff from the Migos. I know everybody knows him from the
So
Migos.
sad.
His passing this morning. So we offer our condolences to his family and close
Yes.
friends.
I was just
Yeah.
Ours-
Take off, man.
Yeah.
Super sad.
Yeah, that is sad. His name was Kirsnick Kari Ball. He was 28 years old. I don't know the premise of even what happened. Do you have any insight on that?
As far as I know, they said it was from a dice game. or
Yeah,
something,
that's what I
but,
heard
like,
too.
I don't know any real details. I just know that it's unfortunate, and
It's so unfortunate.
yeah,
And one thing I do want to say, you know,
Everybody-
sometimes.
who survives grows from this situation learns from it because everything does happen for a reason.
That's
Definitely.
true.
Definitely.
Like,
And, you know, if people are so quick nowadays to always tape everything.
Right.
You know, the social media will come on with you know, cell phone footage of everything.
Right.
But then nobody knows anything. Nobody saw anybody. People hardly play dice with people who they don't know.
Exactly.
Somebody knows something. So if you know something, come forward and just really, you know, it was a crime. It was a horrible crime.
I didn't know him, but I heard he was a beautiful soul. He was very humble and nice. So, I prayed for his family. I know this is so hard on all of them. He was the Quavo was his uncle,
Okay.
right? And Offset was his cousin.
Wow. Yeah, such a
So-
loss.
Oh my gosh, that's a crazy dynamic.
Yeah.
It's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
But yes, like you say, that I hope something positive comes out of this because I don't understand how a game can make you pull a gun. And somebody could say, "Oh, you know, it's the respect, or it's no matter what it is." I think it's so true that every generation is wiser but weaker because, you know, it seemed like to me, even if they felt like it was disrespect or whatever, that, you know, we weren't there, but whatever could have happened, that, you know, they could, you know, do a do-over, take it back and just calm down, take a few minutes and think about what's happening.
And, you know, learn to dispute things in a different manner
Exactly.
than using a gun.
when
You know,
keeping
it's
it
over.
real goes wrong.
Yes.
That's just.
But
that's
keeping
just
it real
sad.
goes wrong, right?
Folks got to learn how to put their pride to the side, quit acting so tough all the time.
Exactly.
And feeling like they got to do something. 'Cause, oh, that was just stupid. You know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
took that man away from his family, you know.
Like them folks rich. I know they ain't just need that money. Like,
Right.
They was just having fun.
And
shit,
that's the
they having
thing.
fun.
That's the thing. If most of the people that was playing the game, I feel the same way. I think they already, they have money already. So it's not like something that's, I don't know. I wasn't there. I just hate that it happened. I
Very
think
sad.
it's a senseless killing. Not that any sense, killing makes sense, but that one that's a lot.
Right.
And especially,
A young
under the
man.
circumstances.
Right.
A young black man.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
And it's another piece of our culture and a piece of our history, because music is history.
Correct.
Taken away. So, on a lighter note, we do appreciate you being
Yes.
here and being part of the culture,
Yes.
being part of history, because history and music and art mark time.
Correct.
It does mark time. We're in a very conscious society now. People are learning more. I see your stones around your neck. I have mine. You have to learn about those things. People are coming more conscious about
He's so
those
intelligent.
things.
Oh,
So,
he's so
we
awesome.
appreciate you for giving to the world from your soul and from your heart.
Yes, and
Definitely.
giving us this great music. You guys have to go and check him out. I mean, I wish he could be everywhere at all times, but he's coming to a city near you soon.
Good deal.
And it's the type of stuff that everybody needed to hear.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of what these folks is talking about in their music is the reason why folks is getting killed and stuff out here, and why the rap game is the most dangerous job in the world right now. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
deep.
This is because of these folks'
That's
subject
deep.
matter and how they being forced to live and being forced to be perceived and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You have to be a
Like
guardian.
these rock stars ain't out here getting shot and killed.
Right.
And these
That's
R&B
so
singers
true.
and country singers ain't out here getting killed. It's just the rappers, and especially the ones
Wow,
that
never thought about that.
out here
That's
talking about what
that's
they're talking
true.
about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that any of them deserved what they got or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like it just comes with the
Make
territory.
it make sense.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, so that's a good thing that you're doing feel good music, because we need more of that feel good music.
Oh, you know what? I tell you what. Give us 16 bars of something that's feel good before you go.
All right, look, check this out. This is off my song Judge Judy is about to come out on my project. But it's just simple. It's like, be the change that you want to see in someone else. Live by example like you leading someone else. How you like getting treated, you should treat someone else, because you never really knowing the condition of the next. Everybody going through something. You is not Judy, stop judging. Everybody battling something within. So I smile and give compliments, trying to share the mood I'm in. Feel good, feel good, feel good. I think I was born to make the world feel great. Feel good, feel good, feel good. Pull myself out of negative mind state. Being blocked on, had to switch up my space. Got a few going strong, I don't need no top 8. I misunderstood and I'm done explaining and accepted that shit and it was worth the wait. Hey, handsome and confident, self-care, profit, all my music is positive. Feel good isn't just a name, it's a way to live. Be kind, treat people the way that you want to feel. Show some love and keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
All
Be the change
right.
that you want to see in someone else.
I love that.
Okay.
That was
You know what I'm
awesome.
saying?
That was
That's
young
off of
prophet.
Judge Judy.
A young prophet.
Yeah.
I would listen to that
Yeah.
every day. Because
He
we
has
need
some
affirmations and stuff to
he
get
has
up.
some really good music.
Yeah.
And the one thing I like about his music, most of it is a true story.
Okay.
All of it is a true
Well,
story.
all of it. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll let him say that. All of it is a true
He's
story.
putting out no fiction.
Good
Right.
deal.
But like he said, his music makes you feel good, and you'll be singing it. It's contagious, you know.
Yeah, I
It's
believe that.
contagious.
Certainly,
Yes.
certainly. All right. Again, we appreciate you coming out. And P.S.
P.S. Everyone, please remember, go and vote.
Yeah.
Early voting that ends this Friday. But Tuesday, November 8th, please, everyone, go vote.
Mark your
Vote,
calendars.
vote.
Tuesday, November 8th. Super
Yes.
Tuesday.
Super Tuesday. All right. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
And have a good night.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome.